Hello, and welcome to another episode of Brettcast Music Talk, and another episode of The Very Best Of. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about the band Trivium, so let's get right into it. Trivium is an American death metal band from Orlando, Florida that formed in 1999. The current members of Trivium are Matt Heffy on lead vocals and guitars, Corey Bialiu on guitars and unclean vocals, and I'm sorry if I butchered that name. Palio Gregolato, again sorry if I butchered that name, on bass and clean backing vocals, and Alex Bent on drums. Trivium has released 8 studio albums, 1 compilation album, 1 EP, 2 demo albums, 32 singles, and 26 music videos. Now it's time to talk about the songs that I like from each of their studio albums. First up is their 2003 first album titled Ember Inferno. Songs that I like from this album are Track 3, If I Could Collapse the Masses, Track 4, Fugue or Revelation, Track 5, Requiem, Track 6, Ember Inferno, Track 9, Falling to Grey, Track 10, My Hatred, and Track 11, When All Light Dies. Next up is their 2005 second album titled Ascendancy. Songs that I like from this album are Track 1, The End of Everything, Track 2, Rain, Track 3, Pull Harder on the Strings of Your Martyr, Track 4, Drowned and Torn Asunder, Track 7, Like Light to the Flies, Track 9, The Deceived, Track 11, Departure, Track 13, Blinding Tears Will Break the Skies, Track 14, Washing Away Me in the Tides, and Track 15, Master of Puppets, which is actually a cover of Metallica's Master of Puppets. After that is their 2006 third album titled The Crusade. I didn't like any of the songs from this album. Something about the vocals just felt off, and I was really not able to enjoy the album. Then we come to their 2008 fourth album titled Shogun. Songs that I like from this album are Track 1, Kurust Gomine, Track 2, Torn Between Salia and Sharbs, I don't know how to say that word. Track 3, Down from the Sky, Track 4, Into the Mouth of Hell We March, Track 5, Theros of Perdition, Track 6, Insurrection, and Track 10, Like Calestio to a Star in Heaven. That was rough, I know. I'm sorry I can't pronounce these things very well. Next up is their 2011 fifth album titled In Waves. The songs that I like from this album are Track 1, Capsizing the Sea, Track 2, In Waves, Track 3, Inception of the End, Track 5, Watch the World Burn, Track 7, A Skyline's Severance, Track 10, Caustic Are the Ties That Bind, Track 11, Forsake Not the Dream, and Track 12, Drowning in Slow Motion. After that is their 2013 sixth album titled Vengeance Falls, and this album has by far my favorite album artwork out of all of their albums. That robotic design is pretty sweet. The songs that I like from this album are Track 1, Brave This Storm, Track 3, Strife, Track 4, No Way to Heal, Track 5, To Believe, Track 6, At the End of This War, and Track 9, Incineration, The Broken World. From there, we have their 2015 seventh album titled Silence in the Snow. Songs that I like from this album are Track 3, Blind Leading the Blind, Track 4, Dead and Gone, Track 7, Until the World Goes Cold, Track 8, Rise Above the Tides, Track 9, The Thing That's Killing Me, and Track 12, Cease All Your Fire. Lastly, we have their 2017 eighth album titled The Sin and the Sentence. Songs that I liked from this album are Track 1, The Sin and the Sentence, Track 2, Beyond Oblivion, Track 5, Betrayer, Track 6, The Wretchedness Inside, Track 7, Endless Night. Track 8, Sever the Hand. Track 9, Beauty and the Sorrow. Track 10, The Revanchist. And track 11, Thrown into the Fire. And with that, that's what I have as what I think is the very best of Trivium. That's all I have to say, so if you're added to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening and goodbye.